Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. So today we're gonna show you actually how you can clean the crabs, the live crabs that you get in the stores. We're gonna clean them, we're gonna boil them and clean them more and then put it in the fridge so that you can use it later and before cooking it using a delicious recipe. And we also have a couple of recipes in our channel, so you guys can have a look at them too. So at first, as you can see, we bought them from one of the Asian stores and we had to put it in the paper bags. It was really difficult. And here's another one hiding inside the bag, and they want to just cut you with their sharp claws. It's really scary. Ready to fight. Not gonna give up. So we have put them in warm water to actually kill them, because it's really gonna hard to deal with them once they are live. And as you can see, most of them are still alive. Although they were inside the bag, but they didn't die. So interesting. My sister will show you how they are kind of attached to each other. They don't want to leave each other alone. So when in the store you need to put them inside the bag, that's how they are attached and it becomes really hard. And they even cut the bag with their sharp claws. So really naughty crabs. Although we have put them in warm water, but they easily don't die. So we have actually more friends that gonna join the other ones. And this one, like the crabs inside this bag, was really dangerous, I would say, because actually they made a hole at the bottom of the bag so they can escape. We were lucky that they did not actually get away in our car. It would have been a mess. As you can see, how they were planning to escape actually from the bag. Looks funny. And I think among this crab we have actually a very interesting member who wants to hit my mom. I think it wants to say her, "Don't touch me." I wonder where it is. It's here somewhere. I'll let you know when it comes. So that's the one on the left bottom. As you can see, don't touch me, otherwise I will hit you. And then there is another one on the left too. You might think that there are a lot of crabs, and are we crazy about crabs? So actually, yes, we love the crabs, but we're not gonna eat them like in one day. But actually gonna store them in the fridge so we can cook them over time, little by little. Because like I said, in our area where we are actually living right now, we actually don't have some good Chinese stores. It's really hard to get the crabs in this area. So we have to actually travel a long distance to get them. And during winter time, it's really hard to do so. So yeah, we just got them and bought them so we can stock them. I actually didn't increase the speed of the video, that way you guys can actually see the real movements of the crabs. So for me, I think it's interesting. Hope you guys will enjoy it too. I just don't know what happened. After missing one arm, it's still ready to fight. So we are actually taking time to detach one crabs from the other and wash them properly under the hot water. And so it's taking some time. I hope you guys are not bored. So now actually we're gonna boil them. We actually started cleaning them once they have boiled properly. That way I think it's easier. The interesting thing about boiling crabs is like at the beginning their shell color is kind of like greenish or yellowish. I don't know, it's hard to explain. But once they start boiling, their actual color kind of get orange. So that way also you will know that it has been boiled properly. So as you can see, some of the legs have already started to turn orange, and you can see the white bubbles also. So like I mentioned before, that the top shell actually turned orange. So I think the boiling is almost done. We actually couldn't fit all the crabs in one pot, so we had to do that 2 or 3 times. But once they are boiled, we have put them in the sink, and we're gonna pour some cold water actually. That way we can actually touch the crabs because they are really hot. So be careful, don't burn your hands. And when I was actually recording the video for these particular crabs, I don't know why, but it seemed to me that 1 or 2 of them were moving, but maybe it's just my illusion. So yeah, I think they're almost, I mean, all of them are dead. We are actually adding more cold water because they're still hot. Now time to clean. So my dad actually kind of rip off the bottom part. As you can see, I'm not sure what exactly that part is, but it's kind of near the eyes, so it's not the bottom. And then actually you need to rip off the top shell of the crab. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. I think my dad actually used a butter knife in one of those crabs, so that kind of seemed easier. So after removing that part, you can rip off the legs. We usually don't keep the smaller ones, which are kind of like near the back, and then we're gonna clean them using a brush. And now my dad is cleaning the mouth area and then the bottom. And that's my mom actually. Okay, so that's the knife, and so you just need to see how he does it. It was really interesting. And the orange portion that you are actually seeing inside the crab, they are actually eggs. So that's how we actually gonna clean all of the crabs. And once they're all cool, not hot anymore, we're gonna put it in the fridge. Actually in the freezer, I would say. It does take a lot of time, so you might want to grab a chair while doing the cleaning part. And I would recommend not using that brush anymore for your own teeth. So my mom is actually collecting the eggs separately. And I think then she gonna cut the crab meat into two portions. So it's easier while cooking, and the masalas can actually get inside the crab and it won't smell bad when you eat them. We actually kind of got lucky because most of the crabs had eggs inside them. So we also didn't know that they were so good. More eggs, huh? Almost done. Last time, actually, when we bought the live crabs, we didn't have time, so instead of boiling and doing all these procedures, we just put the paper bag inside the chest freezer, and after a few days when we tried to cook them, they smelled really bad. So I would highly recommend not to do that. Instead, just use this procedure that we are currently sharing with you guys. That way, somehow the crabs do not smell bad when you cook them after a few days. So this over here are all the crabs that we bought. Actually, most of them. I think there is one or two left in the sink. And I wanted to give like a close-up picture of these two guys. I think their anatomy is really interesting. I exactly don't know the part's name to be specific, but really interesting. So that's actually the back of the guy at the front, and that's the front actually. The previous one was the back. So as you can see, the mouth, the two eyes, and their legs are really interesting as well, like the front ones and how their back ones are for swimming.